So guys, the first thing I want to do is I want to apologize for not uploading yesterday. I was definitely going to upload yesterday because something absolutely amazing happened a couple of days ago. Now, you know how I said my big General Lee Lego, right? That I thought it was going to arrive next week, or that's when I knew it was going to arrive. Well, guess what? The Lego has arrived. And you will be blown away of how much I have completed. I'm not going to tell you whether I 100% completed it, but I am going to say this. It's a heck of a lot more than what it was a couple of weeks ago. Also, some other news is that I got this little Luigi figure, which you can see right there. And I'm going to review my big General Lee today. And you know what I say, models have to be completed to be able to be reviewed. And this model is no exception. I brought it to church yesterday and everyone loved it. They were blown away of how detailed and massive and big it was. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to review my big Lego General Lee. So, let's get this shrimp out of here. Okay, Luigi for now. He'll just lie there. You can see his little head there. And let's get the main point of today's video in the shot. Here it is, baby. Here is the massive Lego General Lee. And man, it looks beautiful. Size comparison. There's Luigi next to my big one. In height, small General Lee. There it is. Maybe. As you can see, it dwarfs my little General Lee. This General Lee is just gorgeous. And there's about 2 features I could possibly show you, maybe more, on this General Lee. And don't you worry, there'll be even more features added in the future. But there you have it. The General Lee is actually complete. And man, it looks gorgeous. I also have brought in another size comparison. I'll show you that later, but there is the General Lee. Let's check this baby out, shall we? So, let's turn to the side of the car. Ooh, it's a little long. But there is the side of the General Lee. You can see the nice 01 on the side, some extra detail there. You can even see some clips on the hood. So that's hinting that there's something underneath that hood. You have your indicators there and there. The beautiful wheels, the exhaust, the back, the nice gentle slope going in there, the interior. This car just looks gorgeous all around. So the 01 is brick built, it's not a sticker, which I'm pretty sure most of you would have known that. And yeah, that's basically the side view. And those door handles are actually minifig skates. So that's called nice part usage, which is really good. Now we jumped this General Lee, my big one, believe it or not, and it didn't end too well. I'll show you the footage near the end of the video, but let's just say it wasn't very nice putting it back together. I won't spoil it, but it didn't break a huge amount, but it did break to the point where it stumped me, so I had to really think of where pieces went and found the issue, and it was put back together, which is good. But I must admit, the slow motion of it breaking kind of looked cool. But it's never happened again. So that's the side view. We'll cut to the back. Here's the back of the General Lee. You can kind of see those lights. The lights are basically, oops, get the exhaust. yeah, they're transparent, so I'm going to put a light in there as well. And let's show you the very first feature of today. So if you lift open this, these are on ratchet joints, the boot will open. And if I show you the inside, as you can see, quite pretty spacious in there, which is really, really good. So if I'm going to be completely honest, I had no idea I'd get the whole thing done. But at least on the bright side, I wasn't lying though. I'd say I almost got the whole car done. And this literally is the entire car completed. There's only like 2 bricks as far as I can tell that are missing. Later on in the future, I'm going to put the General Lee license plate there. So the bottom is just boring, plain, just base plates, no detail underneath. So I could possibly add detail later, but for now, it's just good. I just wanted to get the model completed. But yeah, the Lego arrived on Friday, and there was a lot of Lego, and shocked I got the whole thing done. I really was. Get the wind view mirror there. Let's check out the Confederate flag, or the Confederate flag. As you can see, that's brick built as well. So the nice outlining and the cross going all the way across. So that's the side view. Interior, I'm gonna have to get my torch. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and shine that. It might be a little too bright in there. You can kind of see a little bit of interior. Oh, yeah. You can kind of see an interior in there, but you can see the dashboard there with the steering wheel, and the steering wheel does rotate. Eventually they'll be connected to steering, which will be later on in the year. Seats more detail, and these seats do move up and down. That's how you got them angled in a position. So the interior is the only thing that, as far as I can tell, that is not complete. Can kind of see the back of the seats, and more interior, the side doors. And you can see there, kind of other seat design. You can see the back seat there as well, all the way over there. And yeah, that's basically the General Lee's interior for you. So yeah, this General Lee is definitely one of my favorite builds out there that I've ever built. So this model you can see right here is a MOC, so my own creation. So yeah, this took a couple of hours to build. I started at 9 AM and then finished around 10 PM. Jeepers. But in that time, I also had a couple of breaks here and there. So when I was building this model, I didn't think I was going to get it done because we were really running low on parts, but luckily I was able to do it since I took some parts off my small General Lee. Don't you worry, I gave the pieces back to the General Lee what I could. So the General Lee is mostly in one piece, which is good. And yeah, the General Lee looks so good. And trust me guys, it's even more impressive when you see it in person. Now the final feature I want to show you is... dun 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 dun! The engine, maybe. I don't think I'm going to need a light for this, but I do think we're going to need to get the General up close. So this engine is actually a little different to Lego Digital Designers, but I'll flip. Sorry guys, just gonna have to do that. Maybe I should put it on its side or something like that. There you go, that's better. So as you can see, there's some engine detail there with some tubes going across, some grill parts, some nice silver, which I made sure the grill was in silver as well. That rotates, which is good. Just rotates for the fun of it. And there's a different coloured piping in there because I thought it would add more colour. We did have more light grey piping, but couldn't really fit it in there. because this hood is actually weak, so I had to attach this piece to make sure the hood was nice and strong. So yeah, that's basically the General Lee's engine. It's not super detailed, but in the future I may improve it, but honestly I don't think there's much more I could do with that, unless you guys have any ideas down below in the comments. So yeah, there's lights at the bottom of the General Lee, and eventually I'll add some lights to this model, so it would actually have some lights there and light at the back. So yeah, that is basically my Lego General Lee. And this thing also rolls really well. So it rolls nice and smooth. And yeah, that is basically my model General Lee. So before I end this video, I'll leave you guys with some footage of my big General Lee jumping. And then after that video, I'll wrap it all up with some comparisons. So, what did you guys think of the crash? I know it was only a little bit of the front that broke, but it still stumped me because the piece was put in the wrong place, so I had to redo it. But, oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, that is my big Lego General Lee. And just like I said before, I'll show you a comparison. There is a Puffing Billy. Have to move him over a little bit. But here is my Lego Puffing Billy next to the General Lee. As you can see, the General Lee is really big. Like, I think it's even bigger than Puffing Billy, but obviously not as tall, which I said before. But yeah, this thing looks just as good as in real life as it does on the cameras. The rendering looks really cool, but real life is the real deal. That is for sure. So yeah, there you have it. So later on in the General Lee's life, there'll be more features added to the model, as well as lights, steering, maybe even suspension, so we'll have to think about that. Yeah, there you have it. That is the Lego General Lee. Also, I think it'll be next holiday, since these holidays are basically over. Yeah, we're going to be taking this to the model store in Echuca to show everyone. So, yeah. And one other thing I forgot to tell you guys is we've got a 2-day or 3-day train trip coming up, and it's in 2 weeks' time. So since you guys really liked my other train video that I did, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. So I reckon if we are able to go on an overnighter, because COVID once again could get in the way, but it didn't get in the way last time, which is really good. So it was definitely happy to be back on a steam locomotive. But yeah, there you have it. That is my Lego General Lee. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Bye!